Hey guys, fairly warned, this is going to be a long video because I have a lot to say, but hopefully it's going to be a helpful video. I've tried to make this a few times already, and it's taken me so long or my computer's fallen over. Whatever it is, this is try number 3, so we'll see if it works. I'm taking Lucy camping, and we're going on a road trip the week before, so it's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited. We're going to the town that I actually got her in, to the very house she was dropped off at from her breeder, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But I've been watching a lot of videos about what to do when you bring a dog on a trip, and so I'm going to try and compact all the information I learned into this one video. And then when I come back, I'll make a video about the road trip, what worked, what didn't work, what I would advise, and then the same thing about camping. So, to start us off, the basics. I'm not going to show you like her kennel or her bed. Those basic things that you know you need to bring your dog, their bowls, stuff like that. You know you need to bring that. This is kind of the same idea. Container with her food in it. Measure out how much food you're going to need. What are you doing? And then some. Sorry, she's over there being a booger. And then you'll be all good and you won't have to worry about food. Some people do like to pick up the food when they get to their destination. I'm just going to pack it because that's easier, and not all places have Rachael Ray food, and I really like Rachael Ray food. So, another thing, being we are going on a car trip, we're going to need water, which these are things that are going to overlap into both camping and the road trip. This is a little container I got at Walmart for $5. Igloo. It's got a little pop tab. This twists off, hooks and handle. It's a ½ gallon, and this makes it easier than carrying around a bunch of water bottles like we're going to be drinking out of. I can just put some filtered water in here. It'll stay cool. I can put some ice cubes in there, and she will be all kosher dills on the trip. And I can also like drive through McDonald's and like pour water into it, and it'll stay cool. So just a really easy option, so I'm not wasting a ton of water bottles because she can put it away. So yeah, $5 at Walmart, and I'm going to try and link everything I can into the description so that you guys can buy things that caught your eye that I did research on and found at Walmart. Some other things that are similar, dog treats. I got these at Meijer, but I'm pretty sure you can probably find them not at Meijer because not all states have Meijer. But these are Blue Dog Bakery treats. They're little training treats. I'll show you how big they are. But they're just little training treats. I don't like how they smell, but she loves them. They don't smell like horrible. It's kind of like a sweet smell, but they're like chicken and cheese flavor. So yeah, she likes these. They haven't upset her stomach, and it's only $4 for the bag, and they don't have any corn, wheat, or soy, and they were made in the US of A. So that's good. Those are nice for when she does something small, like sits when I ask her to sit, or whatever, just to like encourage behaviors without giving her one of these, which is another thing I bought at Walmart. This is a 10-pound bag of large milk bones. She knows the word milk bone. She loves milk bones. She had milk bones before I got her. Like, she came with a box of milk bones. But these are the big ones that are like half the size of my face. So I'm going to crush some of them up to make them closer to training treat sizes because she adores them. And then I can make my life a little easier on the trip because it'll keep her quiet and it'll keep her calm. Another thing that's going to make my trip easier is this little bag. And here's just a 16-ounce water bottle to give you a size reference. It's got pockets in the front, side, and back, and it's got pockets on the inside. I paid $5 for it on Amazon, and it's like a waterproof material. So this way I can put a travel bowl, which is still on the way, a little baggie of food, her treats, her brush, whatever I want to put in here for the trip. Lucy, drop it. Come here. Here, come. And that way I don't have to unpack all of my bags, and she can have everything she needs for the trip. Come lay down. Come here. Come here. I'm sure that people want to see you. Come here. Just like an easier way to have everything together. And I will also be keeping this in my car when we're done with the trip, just for like when her and I go on a walk, that she will have everything she needs. So, sorry if I have to keep yelling at her. All her stuff is over here, and she wants it, and she's also finding things in my room she shouldn't have. So, speaking of brush, her brush is just a wire brush, which she loves to chew on, like I talked about, wanting things she can't have. I need to clean it out before I go, but this just, it's amazing, especially when they're shedding their winter coat. Love this thing. Another thing that she will need are her toys. Now, these ones are familiar toys. These are toys that have my scent, her scent, our house's scent on them. This is a toy she had from the breeder. It's a Kong toy that you can put stuff in, and she loves this thing. But these are just to help her deal with the stress of not being at home, to have something that's familiar to her. Her bed and her cage and all that, those are all going to be familiar things. But toys especially, they're very personal for them. This one I'm actually probably, this and her beef bone, probably going to take away until we leave, so she can get super pumped about having them back. So that's a method I've used before, and it works really well. They don't get upset or anything, they just forget they had it, and then, oh my goodness, I forgot I had that, and they get really excited. So another thing I can put in the bag to help keep things organized. What else do I have? Stuff to clean up messes. I got paper towel and these wipes by Wall that smell like coconut lime verbena. These are the large wipes. They're just refreshing wipes, so rather than giving her like a whole bath, I can just clean her up. They have instructions on them. I like them. They're 100% natural too, which I also like. So I'm not worried if she licks herself when she's done. And we also have spray, which is eucalyptus and apple, which is by Burt's Bees. Not super strong, but it's something. So I have a sensitive nose, so I like to keep things smelling nice. Speaking of smelling nice, this will help things smell a little better. Poop bags. So these are by Pet and Pet. I just got them offline. I got 1,000 of them for about $10.50. So yeah, they feel pretty good. I actually haven't had to use them yet, but a bunch of them came in this nice little box. 50 rolls, 1,000 of them. So yeah, you can never have too many poop bags. You never know how many times your dog's gonna poop. Because we're on a road trip, in case I don't want to have her in her kennel the whole drive, I have this seat belt I got off Wish.com for $2. I don't know how well it really works, but it makes me feel better that she has it. And I only really like to use it with her harness, because if, God forbid, we were to get in a crash, it would distribute the pressure over her whole body rather than just yanking her neck. So her harness is also something I'm bringing on the trip. This is from PetSmart. It's better quality than the one I bought in this size originally, which broke the next day and I had to return it. But this is the first harness I got her. I just got her in a smaller size originally because she's grown quite a bit. We also have her gentle leader for walks to work on her heel. She doesn't like working in it. It actually makes her really stubborn and angry if I work her in it. But as far as walks, she does great with it. You also need leashes. I have my Louie and Lucy leash, which is a 7-foot paracord leash with 2 clasps, I guess. And, are you coming to say hi? Are you coming to say hi? And then 3 like D-rings. And it can go waist length, stash length, and normal leash, which is about 6 feet as a normal leash. The nice thing about it is it's custom tailored to you. You get to pick the colors, and it's really well made. Like, this is all the damage Lucy's been able to do to it, and I've had it since April. So, yeah, I am in love with this. It's nice for walks, because if I put it at waist or sash length, I have 2 extra hooks to put whatever I want on. I usually put my keys on this one, and I put poop bags on another, and so, yeah, I just really like this one. What? What? Do you want this? Do you want this? Hmm? Yeah, I'll break a piece. Her other lead, which is her short lead, it's about 3.5 to 4 feet. I actually took this as a long lead and shortened it myself, and it was only $5 for this and the matching collar, which she uses every day. So I didn't mind if I screwed it up, but I actually did a good job, so that's exciting. I don't think they still have this at PetSmart, but they always have a value pack going on somewhere in their clearance. At least by me they do. Talking about her collar and what is on it. Her rabies and her license. Just saying that she has had her rabies shot, and it's all good for 2016, both her license and her rabies shot. I also have an ID tag coming in the mail with her name, our address, my phone number, and my name on it. Just in case, God forbid, she was to run away and somebody didn't scan her for her microchip. Yeah, so always good to have a collar and make sure it's tight enough that they can't pull it off, but not too tight, because she's definitely learned how to pull it off. Talking about gear, her service vest, which I haven't decided if I'm going to bring or not, because we're not doing public access work right now. But sometimes if I just don't want somebody to ask me to pet her, I'll put this on, because usually people ignore me, which I kind of like. Lucy, stop. Come here. Come here. It just says in training, and it's got a patch on it that I bought separately that says, please don't pet me, I'm working. It's a little image, and that patch was purchased from Patchtown, which was on Amazon, but they sent me their business card, which I'm very happy about. Other gear that we have, Booties. Oh, by the way, her vest was $30-ish, and her patch was $6. So, and it's really well made. It's a sew-on patch, but I just use little Velcro adhesives. So, yeah, I'm really happy with it. Come here. These are her booties. They have the traction on the bottom, little paws, and they're by Peace. I don't know. I'll link it in the description, like I said. Got them off Amazon for about 30 bucks, and they keep her feet safe, and she doesn't hate them. So, I mean, it's better than nothing. Also, because of the heat, she has a cooling jacket, which matches my room, and is my favorite color, and is by Canine Equipment. She's gotten it a little dirty, but I'm happy with it. It really does help keep her cool. It's not just somebody trying to suck money out of you. I really love cooling jackets. The last thing for both my camping trip and my road trip, is this folder. And in this folder, I keep all the necessary information I need for Lucy, and some other things, like I keep that in there in case I want to order different patches from Patchtown. But this is just a plastic folder with a little button. Got it when I was at the university, and yeah, I like that it's waterproof so her papers don't get destroyed. For starters, this is her Heartworm Med, just to keep me remembering what Heartworm Med it is, because this covers more than Heartworm, and it costs less than the leading brand. It's Interceptor Plus. It was recommended by my vet. Like I said, the patch card in case I want to buy more patches. Alright, starting all the paperwork. Proof of her AKC records and the fact that I own her. And it also has her breeder information on it in case I need to contact her breeder. What else do we have in here? Proof of her rabies, which she has on her collar, obviously. But if somebody really wanted to question me, I have paperwork with her name, my name, and my vet's information on it. So, and it also makes it so I don't have to carry around my vet's information separately. It's all in the paperwork. This is my doctor's note saying that I can have a dog for my depression therapy, which is literally a sentence saying that I have chemical depression and I am recommended to have a dog for therapy. He said therapy dog, but if I called him, he would correct it, and it has my doctor's information on it if I needed to call him. In case I need to stay in a hotel, this is my ESA paperwork, which, because Lucy is a service dog in training, in the state we're going to be in, she is considered to have the same rights as a service dog, but it's easier just to say she's an ESA and take out this paperwork. Nobody's going to fight me, because she is that until she is a service dog. To me, she is there for emotional support until she's a psychiatric service dog. So nobody kill me in the comments for trying to pass a psychiatric service dog and an ESA off as something else, because I explained. This is her microchip information if, God forbid, I had to make a lost poster. These are her vaccination records from before I got her, because some of them we haven't had to reboot yet. And if you're going to like board your dog when you're out of state, if they can't get a hold of your vet, or just anywhere if you're going to board your dog, it's good to have that information so you have proof of their vaccinations. Because some places, like just to get your dog groomed, you have to have proof of rabies, but to get your dog boarded, you have to have like Bordetella and some other stuff. Dog license with her name, my name, and it has the information of my county's animal control in case I need to contact them while I'm gone. Proof of her bordetella, like I said, if I'm going to board her at all, because we are going on a boat one day. If I decide to board her, it's just easy to have the paperwork. And this is just proof that she is spayed, in case a boarding place would require her to be spayed. Because I know they do require dogs to be neutered, but here we go. So yeah, that folder, just keep it in my backpack. I will keep it in my car when I get back from my trips. And it's just easy peasy, lemon squeezy, everything I need. So now for camping, which I am super pumped for, by the way. So excited to go camping. Like I said, I have a really sensitive nose, so this is 2 times strength Febreze, heavy duty. So if Lucy and I are outside of our tent and I decide, yo, our tent smells like crud, let me spray it. And when we come back, we have a freshly smelling tent. I'll probably do this when I arrive. I'm also going to spray my whole tent with bug spray, but when Lucy and I are not in it, and let it dry. But yeah, I don't like things to smell bad or to be eaten by bugs. So my mom got that for me, I believe, also at Walmart. This I got at Walmart recently. It was about 12 bucks. It is a stake with a cable. It's for dogs up to 60 pounds, which they really just put on there. You could probably go bigger. Or, because it has this little hook, you can use the stake with, I could use it with her paracord leash because it's double clicker. So if I decided I don't like this cable or I don't want her to be able to go as far, I can adapt that. Or you can like tie something to it if you really wanted to tie a leash to it. But yeah, I haven't actually had to like use it yet, but it feels really sturdy. But I'm not going to need this on my trip. So another thing I'll have for my trip, glow sticks so that I can put it on her leash or collar. And so at night I'll be able to see her and we will be able to be seen if we go on a late night walk. So excuse me, that we don't get hit by a golf cart. Just a disclaimer, do not leave your dog alone with glow sticks. Although most glow sticks do not contain enough toxins to seriously hurt your dog, it's not good for them to eat it. But take heart, most of them, once they get one taste of it, it's really bitter and they hate it. So always keep an eye on your dog when they're dealing with something with a liquid they're not supposed to eat. Second to last item I have, this I just got in the mail, and it's all tangled up because I keep lifting it up. But it's a 50-foot lead that I need to untangle. But got a little thingy and a handle. Somewhere in here there's a handle. But it says it's cotton. Some people, oh, here's the handle. Yeah, it's a nice size. Some people say it's nylon in the reviews online. But it's got a nice stitching, if you can see that. And so I'm really pleased with it so far. It's huge though. 50 feet is a lot more than, like, in my head I was like, oh, 50 feet, that's awesome. Because there are a lot of fields around the campsite, and if she wants to run around, we can also work on her recall training. So, I mean, it's a good thing, but in hindsight, I would recommend a 25 to 30 foot leash instead, because this is just a little ridiculous. At some point, I might cut it myself and shorten it like I did my short lead. Another option, I'm not going to choose this option because I do not like flexi leashes, but you can use a flexi leash, but I don't like that sound. Lucy can chew the crud out of it, and this doesn't even do justice for how much damage she's done. And I don't know, I always feel pressure like that I need to stop it, or I don't know, I just don't like them. They stress me out. So I'm definitely more for a lead that I feed and unfeed with my own hand. But if you like flexi leashes, by all means, it's a good option for people who like them. I just don't. By the way, her lead is by Guardian Gear. Got it off Amazon. Again, I will link it in the description. Last but not least is our tent, which isn't necessarily just for Lucy. If you can see that, this is the Ozark Trail 3-person dome tent. I got it for $25 at Walmart, which I did a lot of research in that price range because I didn't want to spend a ton of money because I only go camping about once a year. So I just wanted to get a good tent at a low price. And I'm very satisfied with this tent. I set it up the day I got it. It was really easy to set up. I did it almost completely by myself. My dad helped me out just to make it go faster. But it was easy enough that me, a person who has only gone camping once and didn't set up the tent, was able to set it up very easily. There are also videos online of how to set it up, which was really convenient. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I put my hose on it and tested it for water tightness, and there was no problems at all. And another thing I was recommended by a lot of the videos that I watched was to let Lucy get inside and test it first. And originally I wasn't going to because Lucy adapts really well to stuff. But if your dog doesn't adapt to stuff really well, service dog or not, definitely set up the tent ahead of time. I mean, for Lucy, within 5 minutes, she considered it her new home. But definitely check that out before you take your dog on a trip and then you realize they're afraid of your tent, because that would not be good. But if you guys have any advice for me or any videos that you want to see in the near future, please let me know. I would be more than happy to make you a video about any of Lucy's tasks that you would like to see up close, or how I trained her to do them, or where I learned to train them. I'd be more than happy to show you. I also am going to try and do a video, possibly today, of all of Lucy's tasks, if she will do them for me. So, have an amazing day. I will see you when I post my other videos. Love you guys.